Welcome, everyone, and glad to have you with us from Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Cocky and all of his friends ready to go and amped up for what we have in store. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So South Carolina's will have some work to do after that short return. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
What a snag by the defense. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Hutchinson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So
look at that toughness, just running through everybody. There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that and it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Paula.
Guys, just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their mind.
The Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Now from inside the red zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. At the 45, on his way. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. Oh, better look out. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Trying to get the corner. Can't get him to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. On first down from the 13-yard line. The sweet feet buy a little time. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Getting set for the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Firing to the right, complete. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. The stiff arm gets him loose. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game in.
The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Mahoney. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking for a crease. It's Pitts. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They're trying to get to him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
And this one splits the uprights. And they've regained the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over SMU. We'll keep you posted on things until the clock hits zeros in a game that, for now anyway, has been very revealing.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. Lofts one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Man, how loud. This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And that's where they'll spot it, just inside the 45. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. Got his man. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. The give on the inside. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down, using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Now on second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown, Missouri! And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The game's...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. And
looking deep down the right side. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team.
They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after making the catch.
Listen, nice completion, short game. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you get these quarterbacks and these offenses in third and long, and you know it's passing situations, man, Katie bar the door, let's rush the...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to run it. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Want a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock. The score.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Open space at the 25. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing.
Touchdown, Tigers! And these offenses are clicking already.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Ali. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them.
Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. They'll run it from the gun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd...
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the... They stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Line gets set, first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Handoff to the lone back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Smashes through.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just,
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the offense trying to be aggressive. They're throwing the go ball down the sideline. Just a better job in coverage defensively forces the incomplete.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon. Buying some time.
He'll fire to his right. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback, right? Gets a little bit of pressure. He's able to scramble to his right, extend the play, and he tried to take a shot deep down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The give to the back. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He finds his man, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead is still at 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab on the right. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They want to just keep throwing it. And that pass intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing it his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Off-play action on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. It's complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
He's got it on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Here on 3rd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers was good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
1st down for this offense. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He unleashes a long one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense set on first down. On the ground, it's Pitts. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. To the ground with the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on 2nd down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Ali. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And there's a coachable moment for that young man right there. It's a nice run. Your team's got the lead late, but because of that, you cannot go out of bounds before you get to 2 minutes. If you go out, the clock's going to stop, and that's a coachable moment, something he'll learn from.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And the route is on.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you've got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He wants to throw it again. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, the ground game. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that one.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting 1st downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs.